Three. Three, two, one. What up, family?
What's up, man?
Hi, family. Thank y'all for coming back and joining us in this discussion this week.
Yeah.
Now, this week, we're going to start off with the Dame injury that happened. For those who don't know, Damian Lillard did suffer a rib injury in the playoff series against Golden State.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he tried to play through it.
Which wasn't a good idea, I think.
To say the least.
I think if the team really wanted to put their best foot forward, although Dame's their best player, he's not really going to be able to give you that best if his ribs are hurt. You know,
Right.
He got to breathe first and foremost.
That's your breathing.
If your ribs are gone,
Your lungs can't even expand fully. Like, you're trying to play
that
4
shit's
quarters.
sore, and then you got to run up and down the court. You got people bumping you as they run by you.
At NBA speed and contact for 4 quarters. You're crazy.
That's 60 minutes.
That's
60 damn minutes.
48.
The gospel would tell us that an NBA game is 60 minutes.
Getting all snapped up, man. I couldn't play through something like that. Like, maybe like any other injury, alright, but the ribs is like that's a risky injury to even think about playing through. Just another type of bump in that area could be dangerous, like physically dangerous too.
Facts.
But for him to play through it, and they still get swept. It's not like they got a game. So what was the benefit for even doing that to you?
Exactly. But I mean, he's home now, so he can get the help he needs.
Yeah. But let's talk about his emotions about the team. Like, he's obviously admitted multiple times, because he's actually a pending free agent himself in the next year.
He said he doesn't want to leave.
He's not the type to even think about wanting to leave. And
That's fine.
And I accept that, but understanding how players feel about situations like that, I feel like the team should feel indifferent. And
Yeah, because we've seen players just walk. Yeah, even still, we've seen organizations say that players are the guy,
but not even just that,
and
bro.
they'll just like.
I feel like they've seen him after these last few years, and have seen like, all right, this is our ceiling. What we got with Damian Lillard. Like,
Ceiling? That's a pretty high ceiling. Dame's one of the best point guards in the West.
yeah, I understand, but I feel like.
And it's
Based
not
on-
just him. Like they haven't done a good job of putting a championship roster around him.
I mean, they've gotten good guys. So
Yeah, but any of Dame's, I guess, teammates have they shown you that, hey, I could take this team to the finals. Maybe I could be a key role in bringing this team to the finals because.
If I'm them, I'm going with McCollum.
Personally,
Long term.
I'm not seeing Mo Harkless guarding
Yeah.
Giannis in the finals or Kawhi. Like, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, because they haven't upgraded fucking their small forward position in years. They've been playing with Aminu and for years. Like, I don't know what they've been thinking. Like, they've been just riding it out.
You cut on 2K, this dude been on the Blazers for like 5 years.
Straight. Same
You
bro.
even go back to 2K13, dog. He wasn't even on the team back then, but it seemed like he was. So he just gonna be there when you cut the game off.
Exactly. The same bro. He's still in the game with the Blazers, and it's like they haven't even thought about upgrading the position. Like, I know that he might be the ambassador of the Blazers. I get it.
Maybe they're still like starstruck that they got these two guys in the backcourt that are like nasty.
That's good, yeah.
But you can't get stagnant with that shit.
Right. You can't
Like if you're trying to build a roster, you gotta bring in.
You'll peak, and
You
I feel
gotta
like
bring
they've
in
peaked.
motherfuckers.
And now, in order for them to not, plateau, they're gonna have to add a piece pronto. Just like how OKC added like Paul George. You gotta look And not just in the free agency market, but what you can do by moving some of your assets as well. Which is why I'm saying one of the largest assets is that guy, Damian Lillard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like if they really wanted to set themselves up long term, based on his injury history, based on how far he's gotten in the playoffs, with his playoff results, I mean, he's had solid, but not.
He ain't gonna get too far unless they fix up that team a little bit. That's the answer, because the West, even if KD leaves, excuse me, they're still a powerhouse regardless, because they were a powerhouse before KD got. Now, powerhouse might start falling apart because they got contracts coming up, and they're not gonna be able to give everyone what they want.
No,
but I mean.
That's what I mean. Somebody they can get, like, they can't be cheap around the corners anymore when it comes to filling out their bench. You know, guys like Evan Turner worked out earlier on in their tenure with the teams, but
he's not gonna keep. He's not gonna.
They need more.
Keep driving that shit.
They need like a Lou Williams type off the bench. They need like
they got Seth.
Yeah,
Seth Curry. Seth can light it up.
We
ain't gonna sleep on
He
Seth.
played his best this year.
He had a damn good game against his brother, although he still got swept.
Right.
He had a damn good game against his brother, man.
Exactly. He knows how to play him. You know what I mean?
They're playing against each other how long?
Exactly. So
they grew up together, so it goes to show you.
And when he knows all of his like subtleties that a lot of the other players might not know. Like, okay, when my brother gets in a tight situation, he's gonna go heavily with his left, or you know what I mean. He's gonna know his like.
Yeah.
And
he's gonna know the little things.
That's important. That's very important in a series like that. Even though it didn't really help them out, and they still got brushed up out of here. but at least they had an idea of what they wanted to do. But the Golden State's just such an animal. You really can't.
Yeah, they're a whole nother beast, dog.
Buzzsaw.
And speaking of a team who got swept, we're gonna speak on the team who we thought was gonna get swept, but ended up winning 3 straight games.
I thought.
Bucks thought they was bringing them some business. Thought they did something good. Ain't did none yet.
Yeah, I'm about to get slapped out of here.
Motherfucking Kawhi. And listen, the first game of the series was shaky at best for him. It wasn't looking good for the team, period. And then
I don't know what happened. Like, he just took that what's that thing called? That Michael Jordan bottle from Space Jam.
Oh, Michael's secret stuff.
The secret stuff. He had a little swig of that, bro. Got back in the game, was gone. He was just a whole nother beast after his back became against the wall, man. I think that's just his play style.
And he's so even keeled.
That's the thing.
Like, he's not in the post-game interviews like, man, we had this, man.
Yeah.
People on the team got to contribute, throwing teammates under the bus. Kyrie Irving. This is what Kawhi did. Kawhi is like, man, you know, how you guys gonna come out of a 2-0 deficit, man? He's like, I don't know, man, it ain't happened. But they ask him how they gonna come back and win the series. I think they asked him. What he say to them? I don't know. We ain't done it yet. Straightforward, to the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Gets the job done.
And it's the truth. Speaking gospel. Hey.
Speaking the fucking gospel.
Exactly.